Alrighty, traders. This is Blake Morrow. You are listening to the Daily Roundup webinar. I hope everybody's having a great trading session. What can I say? Dollars strong. Equities look a little weak, but it's like we were. Well, first of all, let's talk about equities here really quick to get that over with. So the equity markets, we had, a few down days. Let's go to the daily chart. So we had a few down days. We had a day of a bounce. Now today it looks like we're, continuing the consolidation. However, it's a little risky if you're long. Because, do you look at it like that? Do you look at it like this? I mean, any which way you slice it, the equity markets look a little weak. So if the equity markets look a little weak, the risk is that the dollar continues to firm. Now with the dollar index, you all know that we are at 94 on the index, that's in breakout territory. So, do you really want to fade it here? I know you might be thinking, well, it's not really going yet. And you're right. It's not, it's grinding higher. It's not like extremely bullish at this moment, but that doesn't mean that can't change. The longer we sit up here, the more the risk is for us to, continue to press through this. This is where I'm really focused. The blue line's not so much important to me. Let me get rid of this. Okay. So let me reset everything. That blue line, and a matter of fact, I should probably do this. This is probably more like it. Okay. It's like that. Okay. So while we're above 94, that's bullish. Now, like I was just saying, it's not like we're, exploding higher at this point, but we've had a really good move. So, the dollar index probably needs to consolidate, work off, even though it's not overbought relative strength wise, it probably needs to work off a little bit of this, overboughtness that we have. But at the same time, it can explode at any moment because the dollar index is in breakout territory. So what would it, now let's just think about this really quick. What would relative strength look like if we continued higher? Well, we would push up like this, right? To where we got really overbought in some of these situations. So we could see price continue higher, before we move lower, and relative strength would just move up too. Okay. So don't get too, in my opinion, don't get too loosey-goosey. Is that the word I was looking for? Don't get too loosey-goosey with dollar shorts right now. Because like I said, I think we're in breakout territory. So dollar may be stalling, but I think we're just consolidating. You look at the euro dollar, and the euro dollar is holding below 17. The longer we hold below this 117 level, the more risk it is for a move lower. Now, there's a lot of other currencies that are moving too. The cable's holding up well. My office, we were talking about a little bit earlier. We speculate that a lot of this cable buying today was euro sterling. It was euro sterling selling, which could have been, that might be what's supporting the pound. But if you look at where the cable's at, we're struggling where we should. I sold a little bit of pound, a little bit of cable earlier, right here at these levels. In the chat room, if you guys are in the chat room, I'd mentioned it because this is previous support should act as current resistance. I know that we have a big confluence of support here. That's why I'm not getting too, aggressive, but if it's going to turn, it's going to turn somewhere around here. what else did I want to talk about? Oh, now you have the Aussie that's below channel support. That's a big deal. Now we are at the breakout point pretty much. I mean, you can see this dotted line. This is, you know what? I'm going to fix this dotted line. It's a little bit, I think that's better, right? It's easier to see. So you can see that breakout point is important, but what I think will happen from here, so we're going to see a bounce at some point, we're going to see, and maybe it's not even that big, bounce and then eventually break. This is pretty important support for the Aussie, but being outside that channel, I mean, come on, that's not good, for the bulls. Kiwi, we got the double top. We're at channel support right now, trying to break it. If you are a ForexAnalytix subscriber, I put in a pattern in play this morning when we were trading at 90. We were at 93 when I shorted it. So we're at 66 now. So it's at channel support. But whoa, what just happened? Whoa. The dollar just moved. What just happened there? Hold on. Did you guys see that? Like all of a sudden, the dollar just spiked. I didn't see anything. Like, look at the euro. Why is that happening? Doesn't have anything to do with equities, I don't think. Hold on really quick. So, and then, yeah, that's weird. It looked like maybe some flow went through really quick. Mark in the chat room just saying wild crude spike. Yeah, that is really wild. I'm looking, Google says introducing a COVID layer in maps, a tool that shows critical information about COVID-19 cases in an area. Huh. Maybe it's the crude spike that's doing it. I don't know. Weird. All right. Well, just a little heads up. I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on. Okay. So going back to what I was saying here. So Kiwi's at support. Maybe that's it. It's just, everything's at support resistance. I mean, the dollar Canadian's getting up to the 24% retracement. I think 134 is going to be big by the end of the week. Will we be able to scale it or not? Dollar yen also is holding up pretty well. So, I mean, we're past the 38% retracement. One of the other things that's really weak that I think is going to keep the dollar bid. And one last thing here is is gold. Gold actually is trying to break through this support. These are the spike lows from August. Silver's, breaking down. We are now below that support. So that should keep the dollar bid, in my opinion. We are obviously weakening a little bit right now, but this might be an opportunity. You sell into or you buy into weakness in this situation. All right. Okay, guys. If you missed it earlier today, I tweeted this about the Traders Summit earlier today. If you guys retweeted me, that's great. And if you wouldn't mind retweeting that tweet, I appreciate the support. I was like, man, there's so many people that are on our daily face webinars that retweet this. I don't ask for anything. So, from those people, for you guys that are listening in here, I appreciate the support all the time. And I appreciate you being part of the community. So thank you very much. There is one question I got. Let me address it really quick. Kuthos, I hope I said that correctly, asked about my opinion about the pound yen. Pound yen's got a nice little bounce. It's from the 88% retracement. I think if you look at the divergent relative strength, it was asking to bounce today. I don't know if I would play it on the long side necessarily because we've broken so many trend lines. I think it looks like it's going to bounce, but I would venture to guess that its bounce loses some steam around these levels. So, you know, if we get back to 135 or maybe just a little bit above 135, I would probably look to sell that strength. That's what it seems like to me. I'm not bullish, but yeah, I think there's a risk of it of bouncing a little bit. Obviously, daily RSI was oversold yesterday. You know, we're at 88% retracement. I think you know, it's maybe due for a bounce, and I think a lot of that's yen related. The dollar yen has been a lot stronger than I thought it was going to be in this environment. So anyway, that's just some of my thoughts. Even though I'm not trading the pound yen right now. So anyway, Amra said, "How you twit?" What do you mean? You mean what's my Twitter? I'm Pipzar, Pipczar, Pipzar. And just so you guys know, that Twitter name was given to me by clients back in about 2008, 2009, back when we had the car czar. Remember that? Somebody called me the Pip Czar, and it just kind of stuck. So if you ever wonder how the hell that name came up, that's how, just so you guys know. Hey, thanks, Brock. You guys have a great one, and appreciate all of you guys, all your support, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.